By listening to this short ad, you are supporting our podcast. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Thank you. Hello everyone. In today's episode, I want to talk about a video I have seen on Facebook by a gentleman named Bill Kane. And let us listen, and then I will talk about it.
Hello everyone. I just wanted to make a short video because I have something to say that I think is worth saying. I set out a lifetime ago to see the United States, and it looked like I've come to the end of the road. Every place I go now looks like somewhere else I've been. My bucket list is empty. Kind of saddens me. You know, it's funny, you chase a dream your whole life, and then when you finally get there, the only thing you can say to yourself is, okay, what's next? What the hell? Well, one thing I learned for sure, if you live in America and you hate America, you're a damn fool. I've met the nicest people you'd ever want to meet along the way. People willing to share their table, share their experiences. Strangers that will give you the shirt off their back. I don't care what anybody has to say. America is an exceptional country, and we are an exceptional people. People come from all over the world to see the beauty of the United States. I know, I've seen. You know, look at what we got. We got mountains, deserts, prairies, oceans, swamps, boreal forest, and the freedom to see it all. It's all those race baiters and hate mongers out there that want to tear this country down and divide us. Well, you can kiss my American ass, because it ain't going to happen. It's just not going to happen. We see right through you. God bless America. You know, if you agree with what I'm saying, please do me a favor and share this video. I think we've been silent long enough, don't you? Thank you.
So, as you have heard, I know this man, I think that he loves America genuinely. I mean, I cannot judge the man. I don't know his heart. I mean, that is something very private. But I believe he loves America. But I think that he got it wrong. Because I felt that he is trying to say that he is kind of shocked to see like Americans complaining or like hearing some negative stories or experiences that he thinks some people hate America. And just because they talk about the system, you know, if you take a look at what the conservatives were saying, and I think that this man is a conservative, and maybe I'm wrong. Don't get me wrong, but that's how I feel, and that's what I think I was hearing when he finished his video with term God Bless America. That is something widely distributed by conservative Americans, especially Republicans. We know how they were describing America before they get into power with Donald Trump. I remember how they were saying that America is getting backward and we are not number one anymore. Everything is going down. And Trump was talking about how our airports look like third world airports, and and this country is done just because Obama was the president. So you were the guys who were complaining just a few years ago. So I don't know what changed. I mean, you have been in power as Republicans and conservatives for over almost, it will be 4 years. And the Congress have been under your control longer. And yet, see what's happening in America. America is not great because it was a Christian nation. I mean, that's just not true. If you go and study the American history from the day of the independence was announced, America was going through a secular experiment. And that's why they called it the American experiment. Our founding fathers called it American experiment. And you were talking about America, how much it's beautiful. It has mountains and, like a very beautiful nature everywhere. I know that. We have every kind of mountains and rivers and green areas, you name it. I know that. But that all was inhabited long time ago by the natives also. But what happened to them? We killed many of them to get it done. So just studying American history and how awful it is does not make you hate this country. No, on the contrary. When you criticize something wrong, is that because you love this country? I agree with you that those who burn the American flag are doing something that is not cool. I don't like it. But since I don't like it, doesn't mean that they should not have the right to do it. I mean, that's freedom. Freedom is to do what other people hate. I mean, there are many things we fail to hear, we hate to hear, or we hate to see, but yet we should give the people the right to do it. In freedom, when you criticize something, some people will hate it, but they should have the right to do it. And that's why America is great. Because if you go and study, or you just read, and then don't study, okay? Just read the American Constitution. There is no mention of God or Jesus in it. It's just a secular constitution, a contract between the people and the government, and those people in office that are chosen by the people. So the whole nation creates this experiment. We are the American people. It's not American land, because remember, American map has changed throughout history, and it had changed many times in the past. And we don't know, maybe this experiment will include the whole earth someday. Who knows? Maybe this United States will become the United Earth. We don't know. I mean, that's just part of human history. If we as humans reach a point where the majority will be well-educated, aware of our problems on earth, without superstition and backwardness and crazy shit is going on now in the world. Believe me, by just saying God bless America, you're not making America great or any better. On the contrary, you are making it vulnerable and possibly dividable. Because remember, God is a general term used by everyone, used by 5,000 Christian denominations, and each one of them claims that they believe in the true Jesus, and all the others don't believe in the true Jesus. And Jews have a different definition for God, Yahweh or whatever his name. Muslims as well, they have totally a different definition of what God is. The Hindus have 3 million gods, and they sometimes worship one God. So they have their own terminology again. So God is just a general term, just the term, like the term love. When you say, I love this country, what do you mean by love? Do you love this country sexually? Do you, or do you love it by, what kind of love is it? Because there are many, many, many manifestations of this love. You can love your country by volunteering in helping other Americans. You can love your country by becoming an educator. You can love your country by inventing a new medicine or a tool or machine or whatever. Yeah, so there are many ways to love your country. And I myself, again, I would say, I don't like to see some Americans burn the American flag, because for me, the American flag is secular, just like the Constitution. It has no religious symbol in it. It's just some stars and some, like beautiful red lines and and the blue. What I want to say is that if you want to burn a flag, burn the Confederacy flag, because that flag really killed Americans. It divided America in half, and it was almost going to abolish the American experiment. So again, please, don't be emotional. Go again, study American history, and see how it is an experiment. It has ups and downs, positive and negative. There was racism against African Americans, racism against the natives, against Latinos, even religious bias against Catholics for a while, and you name it. So just go and study American history. And I believe you will love America better when you study it. But don't study it like some conservatives do. They just go after the glorious stuff and forget all the negative stuff in it. See you in the next episode.